Welcome everybody to our team call. We are going to be having these calls every other week now. Last month we were having them every week, but that's because of the cup. So I just wanted to congratulate everybody. Yep, if everybody can just go on mute, that'd be awesome. This was a crazy past few weeks on our team, like WTF. So like, I feel like everybody needs to congratulate us, everybody clap, because we kick ass. So what I mean by that is with the cup challenge, I know that a few of us sold challenge packs for the first time. There was so many rank advancements, and I'm going to shout everybody out, because I feel like this was a really good past few weeks for us, and we have to be super, super proud of it. Okay, for the amount of rank advancement that took place on our little team. Right? So I just want to do a quick shout out because I'm freaking proud. I'm sorry, I'm going to shout everybody out. So Emeralds,
Denise, can you mute everybody?
I would have to go one by one.
It's the 914 number that came on last.
Okay. All right. I just did. Okay. So just very quickly, I'm going to go through the list, and I hope I don't miss anybody. But just Emeralds. Oh my goodness. Donna Graham. Yay. Everybody clap. Donna. Yay. Congratulations. Cynthia Washington. And this is levels deep. Cynthia, I don't think she's on the call, but let's just congratulate her. Jennifer Hernandez. Oh my goodness. Lorianne Morris. That's on Jamie's downline. Julissa Delgado. Yay. Indiana Harden. Woohoo! These are all Emeralds, guys. Marina Marili. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Jacqueline Perullo. And oh my God, what the F? 4 freaking diamonds, guys. Hello.
Hi.
Diamonds on our teams. Hi, Lyda.
Hi,
Belisa. I don't think Belisa's on. Jamie, Tony, and Eddie. Oh my God!
We're celebrating. I'm sorry.
Just all of the rank advancements on my team just in the past. I want to say 3 to 4 weeks. That is crazy. Seriously. So congratulations to everybody. You guys are kicking ass, and I am so proud. And let me tell you, a lot of people are talking about us. They're like, wow. Okay. So it's something to be proud of. So many leaders rising up and now, running your own teams and leading others. It's very, very exciting. And I know we're going to have a lot more rank advancements on this team here real soon. So I am excited about that and for what's to come, and congratulations to everybody. Woohoo! So with that being said, with the cup challenge, congratulations to those of you that maybe sold your first challenge pack. Maybe you just became Emerald just because of the cup. Congratulations. The cup was designed in order to give you that push and that boost to make you feel like you can do this, right? That you can reach Success Club. You can create a really strong pipeline, and you can keep that momentum going. And that's what I really wanted for us to focus on this call, is how to keep the momentum going. Whether or not you feel like you accomplished the goals that you set out to and the cup, I know that every single one of you here worked really hard. Okay? So don't beat yourself up if you didn't reach the goals that you set out for yourself. I know that everybody worked really hard. We worked hard at creating a pipeline, and I want you guys to kind of understand what it means to create a pipeline. I have a special guest, Lyda, who's going to talk to you in a few minutes. I'm excited to have her, and she's going to talk to you a little bit more about Success Club and the importance of that. But the cup was designed to create that really strong pipeline that's then, if you continue to work with the same intensity of the cup, you're going to be able to reach Success Club every single month. And that's exactly what started my business. And I've been at Success Club, I want to say, for almost 40 months consecutive. Okay, and it started with the cup for me. It started with the cup, which the first time that I met Success Club, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And then I just created that pipeline and I just told myself, you know what, every single month I'm just going to meet it. And it happened. But I continued to work with the same intensity. So what that means is that I didn't slow it down. Like I pretended like cup month was every single month. That's what I mean by working with the same intensity. So like, let's just say you have people that are lined up. You've been talking to a lot of people. I work with the mindset that those people aren't there. And I'm constantly looking for more people. It's great that I have that group that I'm talking to, maybe 15, 20 people at a time, but I'm constantly working and looking for more people because that's the pipeline, right? It kind of starts here. And then those people that you're forming in the month of February just start to trickle down to the following months. Right? You guys understand what that pipeline means, right? So it's really exciting. Please use the momentum of the cup. Don't stop working. You guys are all here tonight because you are really committed and dedicated to this business. So work your asses off to make it happen. And this is a really good start. So, you know, even if you feel like maybe you weren't where you wanted to be, use this momentum to just keep pushing, keep moving forward. Now we have already completed the first quarter of the year. Freaking crazy, right? So now it's time to look at those goals that maybe you set for yourself in the beginning of the year, the second quarter goals, third quarter goals. If you haven't done that, you should. And then start, you know, kind of look at, okay, where do I want to be moving forward within the next 3 months? So start looking at those goals. Does something have to be tweaked? Maybe there was something that you set for yourself, a goal that you set for yourself, maybe for the past 3 months and you weren't able to accomplish it, or maybe you did. And maybe you kind of have to tweak it for the next few months. So make sure that you have a good kind of a plan. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure everybody's muted. Set for yourself for the next 3 months. We all know that Summit is going to be here real soon. And there's a lot of qualifications. There's a qualification period that goes on in order for you to be recognized at Summit, which is 1 star and above. So if any of you are looking for that recognition, just come to me. Let's talk about those dates because there are some specific dates where you have to meet that 1 star qualification in order to walk the stage. How freaking awesome is that? And we already have a few of you qualifying 1 star. So how awesome is that to be able to walk the stage at Summit? And I know a lot of you here have not been to Summit. It is going to be it's a life-changing experience. So I'm excited that a lot of us are actually signed up to go.
Denise.
Yes.
Hi, Mama. Sorry to interrupt you on your call.
No. Sure.
That person who's not muting themselves, they don't know to do that because they're on the phone. They're not on video. There you go.
I think I just did.
Okay, good. There you go. I see where, because it's like the static was killing me softly right now. Okay.
All right. Well, with that being said, Laida Alvarez, and I want to make sure that I get her credentials right, Laida, because I don't remember how many. I think you're about to be, what is it, 24?
I'm 22. I'm at 22 right now. This month is gonna be my 23rd, and then April is my 24th.
So I invited Laida Alvarez. She is a diamond coach on Team Eagle. I invited her to share because she is about to be a Success Club All-Star legend. And what that means is that you become a Success Club All-Star if you hit Success Club for the first 12 months consecutive in your business. And then if you hit Success Club close to 24 months, you become a legend at 24 months, which is to me, that's such a huge accomplishment. You know, it means that you are steadily growing your business, you're growing your organization, you're very consistent in your business. It reflects so many aspects, including your income. So I know that you hear us talk so much about Success Club, and that's what this whole thing is about with the Cup Challenge. But I wanted Laida to share kind of her system, just to hopefully it'll give you guys some ideas, and hopefully you really understand the importance of the consistency of meeting Success Club, which is 3 lives minimum a month, every single month. So Lyra Alvarez, take it away, and thank you so much for being on our call. And I think she has some of her team.
Yeah, I got
members on the
Albie and
call.
Andrew. I think there's a few
Hi.
of them here. Thank you for allowing them to be on your call. Thank you for inviting
That's
me.
awesome.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for being here.
I feel so honored. Hey, go Eddie, Diamond, what? I like messing with him. He wants me to take fire with the diamond. Welcome to the diamond world. Okay, so I wanted to start by saying that Hidden Success Club is a decision more than anything. It's a decision that you make when you say, this is what I want to do and I want to give it my all. What you do is say, okay, what do I have to do to be successful here? My upline is telling me I have to help 3 or more people. Well, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what my upline told me. And Saudi was on point when she said 3 or more and go for it. And that's what I did. Every single month, I could not, it will be the end of me if I couldn't help 3 people. I helped 3 people ever since I started. When I signed up as a challenger, I was already a coach. I went with it. I didn't know what I was doing. And it's been very good for me since I started. So I wanted to start with that as a decision. I know that in the beginning, we all come in kind of like concerned because we don't know that many people. I had 300 friends on Facebook. And I know you hear this a lot from all the other coaches and in the National Wake Up Call. Sounds like a broken record, but it's the truth. Like, I was a social media freak. I was on Facebook, Instagram, I was everywhere. But I didn't have the following. I didn't have followers. I had my friends. And I had like 200 on my Instagram and like 300 on Facebook. And so when I started doing this, I started really with me. I made the decision to do the coaching to inspire, not necessarily to hit Success Club. I didn't understand the concept yet, but I knew I had to help 3 people. So I started with me. I would start posting my journey bluntly on social media. I was not afraid to post my before and after. I was not afraid to post my meals with my containers. I was all about coaching, motivational speaking on my page. And my friends saw the shift in me and they started approaching me. So if you're having trouble finding people, look into how you're posting. You got to post with intention on your page. And you cannot be afraid because what you're doing is something amazing that's going to inspire someone else. So if you got inspired by your coach who brought you in, definitely be that person for your people that are following you and are your friends and family. That's where it starts, friends and family. So I posted with intention. That's how I started. And Denise, if you want to cut me in, you're
doing great.
Awesome. You also want to be authentic. So don't try, Denise posts a lot of awesome things, and Albania does, and Eddie and Kia, we all post all this awesomeness. No. You gotta, that assignment from the push. I don't know if all of you are on the push. I hope you guys all are. There's an assignment for the avatar. So yeah, we don't think about it like that in the beginning, but you have to see who you are, what you want to post, and be yourself. Because you want to attract people that you can work with, that relate to you, that relate to your story. You want to relate to them so you can help them better. So don't overthink it. Don't try to post like Denise. Yeah, use some of her examples if you want, or whoever upline you look up to that you want to copy their post, go for it. But make sure that it sounds like you, tweak the caption, but post with intention and be authentic. I want to see you on your page. I want to connect with you. If they don't connect with you, when you try to invite them, when we send them those cute invites, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, and then they go and see your page because they are going to go see your page after you send them that. If nothing they see there relates to them, they're not even going to answer your message. So make sure you sound like you.
Lyra, let me interject because I really like that point because you know what? Initially, when I first started, I wasn't being like me. I was copying Saudi.
Oh, I used to do that.
And after a while, I realized that's not really working. Because she's kind of at a different level. She has different tastes and different style, and and I started to develop and get connected to who I am. It felt better.
No,
yeah, and it felt better.
Different. I bet. No, I bet that it did, and people can tell because once you don't post like Salvi, so let's let's say you don't copy the next post, you post your own thing. They're gonna know the difference between. Can you hear me? It's freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing up.
I don't know. Let me know if you can hear me now. I don't wanna.
Now you're better. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Okay. So like if you post like Saudi and you post like you, is it gone? I'm having trouble with Zoom lately.
Oh,
I think I'm good now.
okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the recording keeps going anyways, and you can hear it later. It doesn't. Well, anyway, so yeah, post like you. I used to post like Saudi too, and that wasn't working for me. I have an example actually that I did this week. So we still learn, even when we're doing this for X amount of months or years or whatever. I took a post from Lindsay Matway about Shakeology, and I did this cute little Shakeology post, and I posted what she said. No likes. I got like 10 likes on that post because it sounds nothing like me, and I tweaked it, but it's just not how I post. It sounded like a commercial. I don't know. It didn't sound like me. So you still learn. You live and learn. You know, it's a trial and error. You got to find your voice in social media. It's very loud out there. So don't feel that because I've been doing this for 24 months, I understand everything about it. I'm still learning just like you guys.
We're all still learning.
We're all still learning. So, okay. So the way I do it, I post all day, right? I do like 3 or 4 posts a day. I post things that relate to people. I try my best to. And when I do, I follow. I was using Crowdfire, but Crowdfire is acting up lately and it's only allowing you 25 likes and unlikes or unfollows. So I started using Instagram directly. I use Instagram. Most of my customers and challengers and coaches come from Instagram. So I go manually and I use my avatar to hashtag what I want to find. And I go through the pictures and one by one I follow, follow. And I gotta tell you, this week I started doing that. And out of, let's say, roughly 10 follows I did, I got like 50 people following me. Do I have to clean it up? Maybe I do, but it was crazy because in Crowdfire, I follow like crazy and I get like 10 likes. 10 follows. And then this, just like looking for people that I can relate to, a lot of people follow me and they're actually connecting with me on my page. Now they're commenting on my pictures. And that was not happening before. So
Can you break that down, Lida? Like, what do you mean you're using your avatar to find? Can you reverse
Okay,
that?
so hopefully I won't get cut off and you guys can hear me. So when you think in your hobbies and things.
Oh, Lida, you're cutting out.
And oh crap! Hold on. Let me see where I could go in the house. I don't get cut off. Let me go in my room. You're gonna see.
No, because that's interesting to me.
Can you hear me?
I mean, I know what you mean by that, but I want to make sure that everybody understands because I still feel like a lot of us still haven't done our avatar assignment. So I kind of wanted you to break it down as to how exactly are you using your avatar and the hashtags in order to find people on Instagram.
Okay, so when I wrote down all my likes, my dislikes, my hobbies, my favorite things, movies, this, the other, how I am, what I connect to, I'm a baker, so I was looking for a lot of bakers, and when I did that, I hashtag all those things. Mm-hmm. And if you go on Instagram, there's like a magnifier. You click on that, and you go on the search bar and you search for your hashtag. And then you'll see a whole bunch of pop-ups. It could be, there's not always like legit stuff, but you do find a lot of interesting people. And you go on there, it gives it to you like one after the other. You don't have to go on their page. It gives you like a list of all the people. And then on the top right corner, it says follow. So if you could like their photo and follow, like their photo and follow, like, and go down the list and just start following everybody that you connect with, that you find interesting. And then what I do is that I go on the people I'm following. If I follow 10 people, I go on those 10 people and I go inside their page and see what they got. And I like more photos and I comment on some of them. And then I go. And And that's my little power 20 minutes or whatever.
And that's been getting you more people lately.
It's been getting me quality people. Honestly, this week has been amazing. And I've been posting with more intention. I actually got somebody to just reach out to me, and they bought a challenge pack off the bat because they were connecting with my posts. So I didn't have to go crazy. Not to, I don't want you guys to think that this is something that happens all the time. But it happened, and if you do it that way, if you find a way to connect yourself to social media and connect to your people, and you do that consistently, and your posts have to talk about what you're doing. That way you talk less. That's another thing I've been doing. I took that from Bonnie Engel. She posts about what she's doing. So I'm coaching, well, I'll talk about it. I'm going on a trip, well, I'll talk about it. So I'm answering everybody's question on my post. And so the conversation is better because they know me already. So it's like talking to a friend. And you don't have to figure out so many things to say. They could just yap away and you're listening, and the conversation gets a little more, help me out, Denise. It gets easier, like more comfortable. Mm-hmm. And it's been amazing. It's been a little tough for me. And don't think because I've been hitting Success Club every month, it's an easy task. Hitting Success Club is not easy. And talking to people that you don't know when you exhaust your warm market, it's not easy either. So,
mm-hmm. Well, and for you, I mean, you have a business and you work full time.
Right. I'm gonna get right to that because I know I got a lot of people on my. Sorry, I'm walking. I gotta get my phone. A lot of people that I bump into, they tell me that they don't know how I do it. I'm single. I don't have caking business. And I'm full-time coaching, even though I still have my 9 to 5. I'm not doing this part-time. I'm all day coaching. You see me in events. You see me everywhere. I'm doing this full-time. And people ask me how I do it. It's a decision again. You got to make a decision. Is this something I want to give my all to? There is a time frame for this. You get a year or two, or 90 days, if you want to start with that. In 90 days, I want a diamond. In 90 days, I want a 1-star. In 90 days, I want to, you give yourself a goal and when you want to do it, and you go for it. Thank you. and you go for it. It's a decision. So I really love what I do. I love my team. I love Denise.
I love you too.
and my story is kind of long, but this team has helped me overcome a lot, and I feel thankful for it, and I feel that I can help many, many more people that been through what I've been through, or maybe going through something more deep, and I could be there for them. And I've been inspired. It's nice to get messages, even from people that I'm not helping, but I'm helping because they're watching me on social media.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, Lyda, do you follow what system do you follow in order to meet Success Club like every month? Are you following some kind of system, or what did you create for yourself?
I don't want to sound like I don't have a system, but I really don't have a system per se.
Well, everybody has some kind of system, some kind of order, something that you're doing.
Well, yeah, I work in order. I post, I talk to people every day. At least 10 people I talk to every day, whether it's through my posts or directly. I'm not going to tell you that I talk to people daily. Like I have 20 people I hit. Every day I message because I do have a job and it's kind of tough to balance it out. But on the weekends, I go in. I talk to 50 people at least a day. Like Saturday, Sunday, I go all in. And so when you do that, they're not all going to say yes. You want to go for no. But what happens is the more people you talk to, the bigger your pipeline, especially if you're sending a whole bunch of forms through the Coach mobile app or whatever other way you're using. And the next month, boom, they're ready, Success Club. I was doing that consistently for a while, and I didn't have to worry about hitting Success Club the first week because, it fluctuates, obviously. It depends on how you work your business. But if you talk to people every day, at least 5 people a day, eventually you're going to create that momentum that every first week your goal is to hit Success Club. It's not going to be that hard because you already spoke to everybody the month before. And if they were not ready then, they're going to be ready the next month. And if they're not ready that month, they're going to be ready the next. So you always want to follow up Very important to keep a list. I work from a list. That way I don't repeat the invite, because then it becomes a little tacky and they know, and then it's like, oh, I can't reach out to this person again. So I keep a list of everybody that are new that I'm speaking to. Then I keep a list of people that reach out to me, because it's a different kind of follow-up for that. For me, I have a different kind of system for that. And then everybody I spoke to who said no, I put them in another bucket. And then the people that I actually signed up, I keep them on another list, because I want to follow up with them. Whether they came in as a coach or a customer, I follow up either to switch them to being a coach, or if you're a coach already, to get them to work the business. And that has been working for me that way. I don't know if that makes sense. Tell me, Denise, if you want me to elaborate. Or
No, well, what's
you're
been
good?
like your success in terms of follow-up? Like when you go back to them and they sign up then, like what do you feel like, how has that been?
Well, they're here.
Have you had good success with that?
They become my leaders. I just become their friend. I don't push them. As Albie, I don't push anybody. This is a business that you do if you feel like doing, this is an option. I'm not your mom. I'm here to work too, and I'm your mentor, and I give you my all. If my all is not enough, then it's not your time. But I don't leave you behind. Customer service is important to me. So I make sure that I stay courteous to them. I find out how they actually quit without telling me, and she unfriended everyone. And so I had no idea what was wrong with her. What did I do? The Lida from before would have been upset, crying, and sending her some kind of message. How can she leave me like that? But I reached out and I asked her if she's okay, and we spoke. And she said she was embarrassed to tell me that she could not afford anything and this wasn't working for her. So I spoke to her, and it's fine. And I spoke to her. She's friending everybody back. She didn't get off her shake. She's going to continue to do her thing, but she's not ready right now. And I said, that's fine, but don't unplug, stay around. So I make sure that I stay connected to everyone, even if whatever happened. We're all a family here. This is not just about money. It's a relationship business. You have to relate to your people. Otherwise, this is going to be not boring. What's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be tedious. It's not going to be fun. You're going to be stressed out because they're not signing up. They're not doing this. Don't focus on that. Focus on the people that are going to say yes. The more no's you get, the closer to a yes. So don't give up. And if you have a goal of hitting Success Club 10, you must. And I'm telling you, post at least 3 times a day and talk to at least 10 people every day. And it's quick through your post or just a quick message saying hello. That's enough for me. I say hello and it's like the world opens. So don't complicate this. It's done, have fun. Have fun in your business, create goals and then reverse engineering.
And 10x.
That's mostly what I got right 10X. Now. 10X.
If you want Success Club
10,
God,
go all in. You guys got, yes. If you want, it's just a numbers game. If you only say I want to hit Success Club 6, you're going to come off short because you're going to
hit 2.
Feel like you have 30 days. Yeah, you're going to have 30 days. You only got to talk to 3 people a week because all you want to do is help 3 people. So one of those people is going to say yes, no. You're going to be stressing out the last day of the month trying to hit Success Club. Mm-hmm. Don't do that to yourself. The first 2 weeks, go bananas. And then have fun the rest of the 2 weeks with your team, go to events, post away, create the pipeline for the next month. Mm-hmm. It's taken me a while to understand this, and it will be nice if I help you guys skip that whole process right there with this. Hope whatever I told you today helps. That's all I got for you.
That's a great point. No, Lai, that's a really good point because I think that, for us, I'm only going to speak for myself. For those months that I felt a little short under my goal, it's because I know that I wasn't talking to enough people, or my pipeline wasn't strong enough. Like I had a higher goal for last month and I didn't reach that higher goal, but that's because my pipeline for January wasn't strong enough. So I always say this to everybody that always go back, and it's not to like beat yourself up or whatever, but you need to go back to see, okay, where was it that maybe I didn't do enough of something? You know, where could I have been doing more? And then you're going to have to, you know, for that following month, get on it, right? But it always goes back to that, the forming, the inviting, you weren't talking to enough people. That's, to me, it always goes back to, like, if you don't meet Success Club for that month, you can always bring it back to that, you know, and the whole pipeline thing is also super important, because definitely the majority of people are not going to sign up with you right away.
No.
Majority of people just kind of keep on, and you keep talking to them and forming, and then they go on vacation and their children got sick, and you know, like, I had all kinds of stuff. Must have been talking to I don't know how many people, and I'm hearing back from them. 2 of them were in the hospital. 3 of them had sick children. So it's not that they didn't want to talk to me. It's just that life hit, and I wasn't depending on those people. You have to just kind of keep inviting and keep forming as if those people aren't even there. Right. And then they come back when they're ready. Like you said, you had so many people come back to you. Right. That you had
I spoke
forming.
to so many people. Denise, I spoke to so many people when I first started in 2014. I started in April 2014, for those of you who don't know. And I spoke to so many people that year because I was trying to go to Cancun. All those people are coming to me. Yeah. All those people are coming to me now.
Isn't that
in 2016.
crazy?
It's time, but you know, I've been consistent, and one of them that I signed up today, she's like, "Are you still the ambassador for the 21 Day Fix?" I'm like, "What, the ambassador?" Yeah, that's me. And she signed up on the spot because I already spoke to her, like, I don't know how many times, and she said no every time. And today she just decided she was ready. So never give up on people. Keep your customer service going. And what is Cruz saying?
If you don't speak to enough people, it will definitely affect your next month. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's
you know what, something.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I wanted to suggest something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Track what you're doing every day. So if you spoke to 3 people today, write it down today. Do a timeline. You can even put it all across your board. I don't know, like on your whiteboard or paper on your wall. Today I spoke to 3 people. Yesterday, tomorrow I'll speak to 5, and track what you did and see how you did that month. And the next month, do the same thing and push it. So if you spoke to 3 people today, next month, that day, speak to 5 and see the difference in your business. And that's when you're really going to see, whoa, this is what I got to do in order to move up and do what I have to reach my goal in my business. Okay, now I'm done, Denise.
No, I like that tip. So, like, to keep upping it.
You want to push it.
And then compare and then look track. I mean, a lot of businesses do that. We have to be really good at looking at our numbers and just kind of looking to see back at, you know, how many people did we talk to and how many people actually signed up the following month. Tracking.
It's like Insanity Max 30. If you're done Insanity Max 30, you start and you got to track. I stopped at 7 minutes. And then the next week, you're going to say, oh, I did 10 minutes. You're going to push yourself. So that's just a little tip. It works.
Thank you. So does anybody have questions?
Yes, please.
Any one of us here?
Hi, Cruz.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I know that a lot of the conversation, a lot of times, a lot of things is focused on getting people through social media, right? And the issue I have, one, is I really came into this as being what you call the discount coach. And I didn't really want to work the business because my job is kind of demanding, and I was in school full-time as well as working full-time and, doing a whole lot of other stuff, extracurricular stuff. But people are sorting me out. And I don't think I'm doing a good job as far as following up, right? And a lot of the people who are sorting me out aren't big social media people. They're on there. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram and stuff. But they're more social people. Like, I have a huge crew of line dancers, urban line dancers, right? And they're constantly asking for the information. They want me to do it. And I don't have like a real good method of following up right now because this wasn't something I was excited about before. I'm just getting excited about it now. So I'm just trying to figure it all out and So I'm just wondering, like you say, you go out and talk to people all the time. How do you actually, either one, start the conversation, and two, follow up with people who are sorting you out?
Do you want me to take that, Lida? Was it for me or for Lida?
For anybody.
No, those are good questions. So but you're mentioning a few things, Donna. So the first thing that I'm going to that I want to kind of highlight is that there's definitely a lot of people that are not going to be social media people. They're not going to be on Facebook. I have tons of those. So you're going to have to find a good way of still keeping in contact with them. So whether, I know there's an app called WhatsApp. I've had coaches who will kind of organize a little group on WhatsApp, and it's just a way to kind of text each other, and just, you can send pictures and videos through that, just to kind of keep tabs on each other for the day. You can do that if you get together a bunch of people that maybe don't really necessarily want to be on Facebook. We also have a new Challenger app. I know for me personally, I kind of started to get it going. I don't know if Light or anybody else has started it. I haven't actually.
I started now too. I have to get used to it.
I started it. It's brand new, but it's supposed to be. It's a good way of also keeping track of your people and and monitor them down to their water intake. If they don't want to get on Facebook, you actually don't have to. You can form a group using this app. It's called the Challenger tracking app. And once I get it going, maybe we should do a little mini training on it, because I started it and then somehow I stopped because it was a little confusing to me. So that's
Tony actually started one for us.
Oh, you did? So Tony, then you got to teach me then. Tony's very good with technology. You see, that's the problem, is that I'm not. So how awesome is that? So Tony, we got to get together, girl.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's just an example, because I want to make sure that I touch up on all of your concerns. So if you have, definitely, that's okay. I have some that I tell them to just text me, and they're texting me because you can't force people to be on Facebook and come in our group. So I definitely have a handful of those people that just, that don't like Facebook, right? So we have to figure out a different way, and you let them know that a big piece of being in this group is the support, right? So we want to get that going, is the group thing. So now, in terms of, you said tracking.
Well, it's more follow up, because
following up.
That they're not right. So we're at a line dance event, or I'm at my book club, or wherever, at the gym, right? I go to a gym, and people are approaching me, and they're interested in the Shakeology. They're interested in the thing, and it's just me now trying to have a organized way of taking their information or continuing the conversation there while I'm trying to get my workout on a line dance.
Yeah, no, very good.
And I want to go line dancing. Where is this?
I know. I want to go line dancing too, right? We should do it.
And then following up. Because then I kind of feel like right now I have 6 people that have. One woman actually called me back today and said, I haven't seen that email from you yet. And so I'm actually going to do that tonight, but I also feel like I got to kind of personalize it, or, something for each person. And I think that's just a lot, time consuming. I got to try to figure out a way that's just a little bit easier.
Yeah. So several things. Yeah, you're going to have to, since you are very busy, you're going to have to dedicate Beachbody business time, whether it's and be very realistic with yourself, whether it's half an hour or whether it's an hour a day, you're going to have to devote that time just to Beachbody. And another piece of it is, I would say, carry a little notebook with you. Leave it in your bag. It depends, because if you're one that likes to be on your phone, I like my notes section on my phone, and you're out and about and you want to quickly, jot down something, you definitely have to track it. Writing it down or on your phone, you have to find a good system that's going to work for you. I'm always on my laptop, so I have a document, but I also like to write. And I literally, if you was to see right now, look at this. I have a book for everything. I have one for when I talk to my coaches on our one-on-one calls. I have one just for the 10X rule. I'm part of a book club. It's out of control, but this is how I organize myself. I have a planner. And I have one for just calls that I have with corporate. So you got to figure out a good system. If you have to carry around a little tiny book that you leave in your bag, a little notepad, and I think that people will feel really good if you say, hey, you know what, so-and-so, give me a second here. Let me write down your name. Let me get your phone number, write down the date and say, you know what, I'm going to follow up with you tomorrow. I think it's okay to be upfront with them. Oh, hey, Tony, by the way, I'm going to, tonight I'm not going to be able to send you that email, but expect an email from me like tomorrow. People are fine with that. Don't feel like you have to rush. And, oh my God, I got to get home and I got to send her an email. I think people are going to be totally fine with that. But I would say write it down. It's very easy to lose track of people. We're very busy people. I mean, I have 5,000 things on my head. If I don't write stuff down, it didn't happen. And I don't know anything about it. And my coaches have caught me many times. Denise, did you get that? I'm like, oh, yeah, because I didn't write it down. So you got to make sure. And people will be fine with that. And then you follow up and you create a good follow-up system where every night or whenever you devote that Beachbody time, you go back to your notebook. And I jot down everything, like how many follow-ups, how many times I message somebody. It's on I have a desktop, what do you call that? A spreadsheet kind of a thing. So I'll write down the date, how many times I follow up with them, if they ended up signing up, what date that they signed up, because I will definitely lose track of that. Okay, so think about what's more the most, like, what do you feel most comfortable with, first of all?
Right. I mean, I do that for a living, right? So I mentor over 100 people at work, right? And so I get notebooks galore, right? I got every app, every tracking app you could think of.
Oh, so you're good at that, but you don't want.
But that's because I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm speaking about.
Yeah.
That here I feel I kind of got into this and I feel a little bit more overwhelmed a little bit.
Yeah.
What I noticed, Denise, with Donna's question was not more the follow-up, like tracking it. It was what to say.
Following up, right, yeah.
Like what to say on the follow-up. Like, so how we get overwhelmed, and that word kills me. We get overwhelmed with like what to write. And even though we have a script and this and the other, it doesn't sound like you. It's, that's what she's concerned about, that she doesn't know what to send them when she's following up.
Right. I know that, you know what, just make sure that I think you're in good contact with Tony. And, I like to do role plays. I mean, Tony can very easily maybe do some role plays, or we can, maybe on another call, we can kind of, to just have, because I don't overthink it.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm doing.
Don't overthink it. Yeah. You're having, as long as you were able to get to understand that person's needs and you come at it from putting them first, as opposed to talking, like, I know that we like to talk about ourselves. I know that I do, but I always got to snap and be like, okay, let me make sure that I'm asking them questions, because people enjoy talking about themselves. So as long as you kind of shift and make sure you're getting to know them, inform them, and talk to them about what are their needs, then it's going to be easy to have that conversation with them. As long as that initial piece of it, take the sales out of your head.
Yeah.
Don't approach anything. I always approach it as, I want to help this person, even if they don't buy a challenge pack. Mm-hmm. I want to try and help this person. I want to try and help them figure out what's the best solution to their situation. So just kind of approach it that way. And then I think it just gets easier to follow up with that person. And as long as they open up to me, I don't care. I follow up until I get a straight up no. I'm even messaging them, hey, for the 5th time, I really don't want to be, I hope I'm not bugging you, but I remember initially you said that you really wanted to lose that weight before you go to Cancun. And as long as I got that initial piece, I don't care. I will follow up until they tell me, Denise, stop bothering me, or they unfriend me. I don't care, because the way that I see it is they came to me because they wanted help. And sometimes I'm even straight up and say, hey, what you were doing before wasn't working for you, and you came to me for a reason. So I feel comfortable doing that because that initial start of the relationship, I connected with that person. So when I follow up, I give it to them straight up. And we can't assume anything either. People get busy. Life happens. If you lose track of somebody for a month or two, some people are embarrassed. Mm-hmm. They don't want to, and trust me, they're still following you, and they're looking at you, even if they're kind of trying to avoid you.
I did that. I just want to point that out to the guys here, because when I was stalking Saudi, and I didn't know she was stalking me. No idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us, you know. So, did that help, Donna?
Yes, it definitely did. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, Tony gives me a lot of help. I bother her
She's
all the
awesome,
time.
of course.
I try to dump people off on her, and she goes, "No, you can do this."
I bother her too. Does anybody else have questions?
Don't be shy.
Well, that's good. Okay. Well, if nobody has any questions, I don't have anything else. Thank you so much, Lida, for sharing. You know,
Thank
what's
you for
helped you
having
be
me.
so successful.
I
And
hope we helped.
it did. You know why? Because I feel like it helps when you hear from other people. Like they're probably like sick of me. They're like, oh, this is talking about Success Club again. Just kidding.
It's important, guys. It's important. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Thank
You
you.
know, yeah. So I mean, I think I like to. I always like. I never think like I love that terminology, a baby coach. Like I never think to myself, I can't learn anymore. I never stop learning. I love to talk to other coaches. It doesn't matter. Like everybody, you know, people have different ways, and you can always kind of pick and choose what works for you. I mean, Cruz just told me about how to post like a few weeks back that got me a whole bunch of people. And I just did it tonight.
He was helping me post today.
You know,
Cruz
and
is
this is something, yeah, like I wasn't doing it before. And I'm like, oh shoot, let me change it up and let me do it like this. You know, so please guys.
And it helped, right?
Absolutely. So like we have to stay connected to each other and talk to each other and get ideas from each other because you never know. Somebody might be doing something and you're like, oh, let me try and it'll work. Right? Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop growing. Don't ever think that I'm diamond now, so I'm good.
No. You got a diamond every 3 months. Diamond every 3 months. Diamond every 3 months.
Now that you've reached emerald, now that you've reached ruby, now that you've reached diamond, do it all over again, constantly.
Yes.
Don't stop. Pretend like you didn't even advance in rank.
You'll understand why
this
later. As you stay consistent with this, you'll understand why we keep repeating this like over record. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. So you guys got this. Super happy for all of the rank advancements here. Congrats, Denise. Our team is the bomb.com.
Well, they are. They're the bomb.
Yeah, your team. That's what I said.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you everybody for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Lida. Thank you. Everybody have a good night. Oh, wait. I didn't take a picture.
Ooh.
Yay. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Oh, shoot. What is it again, Tony? Shift command? Oh, boy.
Shift command.
Yeah.
Everybody's hanging up.
4.
Okay, I did it.
Okay.
Shift command 3.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Good night.